Hallo, hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu einer weiteren Folge Fate Stay Night. Ja, das letzte Mal hat halt Saber mit Lancer gekämpft und war dann und hat dann Tosaka attackiert, was Shirou jetzt sozusagen abgebrochen hat bzw. verhindert hat. Und Tosaka Rin hat sich jetzt in Shiros Haus eingeladen, um ihm die Dinge zu erklären. And this is just weird as hell. Rin Tosaka, the most popular girl in school, the girl I admire, is working in front of me. While a blonde girl named Saber, who calls herself a servant, is silently following behind me. The horror feels like it's in a different dimension. But I can't stay a coward forever. I may still be in training, but I'm still a mage. Tosaka, who is apparently a fellow mage, is as bold as brass, so I have to hold my ground or else I will look stupid. So, I can't really think of anything all that significant here. Like, Saber is still following me. She keeps calling me master and we formed some sort of contract, which probably makes her a kind of familiar. I feared the familiar is an assistant mage's use. Most mages transfer a part of their own body into something else and use it as their double. But typically they are small animals. Things like cats and dogs are just easier to control. The mages do use humans, but to do that they need an incredible amount of magical energy to constantly feed into the human to control them. Doing that would require a mage to use over half of their own magical energy just to sustain the familiar though. So it's not exactly efficient. Familiars are supposed to be tools to help mages, which is why they usually use small animals who can be controlled with minimal effort, and so aren't any burden. At least that's what I was taught. No, nothing. Saber obviously looks human, and she is clearly superior to her master. That is me. I don't have enough magic energy to restrain someone, let alone the magic circuits to control familiars in the first place. Which means Saber's nothing like a familiar. She called herself a servant. I don't know what she is, but that man named Lancer and the man in red Tosaka is in tow are probably all the same. Which means Tosaka can also be called a master. I've already seen enough of her magecraft skills. I'm less than a fledgling, but based on what I've seen, Tosaka is probably worth 3 mages. So there's really not much chance comparing any mage to someone like me who can only do strengthening. What is clear is that Rin Tosaka is an exceptional mage. In spiritual strong lands, there are mage family lines which oversee a given area. The Emilia family came during Kiritsugu's generation, so our family is essentially outsiders. That's why I don't know. Tosaka came from a family of mages, and I don't think Tosaka knew I came from one either. There are several mages in this town I don't know about. Das stimmt. If that Lancer guy is another mage's familiar too, that means I've gotten myself in the middle of some sort of fight between mages. I should really just stop thinking for now. Now's the time to pay attention to what Tosaka has to say. I turn on the lights. It is already past 1 in the morning. That's not my fault. That Lancer guy attacked me. I didn't really have time to worry about windows. I would say I was more of a punching bag than an opponent, really. Earnest to a fault. I don't know what's so amusing to her, but Tosaka walks over to the broken window. Tosaka picks up a broken piece of glass. She stares at it for a second. She cuts her fingertips and lets a single drop of blood fall onto the window. Good. What kind of magecraft is that? The shattered window begins to reassemble itself, returning to its original undamaged state in mere seconds. Tosaka, what did you just do?
ちょっとしたデモンストレーションよ。助けてもらったお礼にはならないけど、一応筋は通しておかないとね。もう私がやらなくともそっちで直したんだろうけど、こんなの魔力の無駄遣いでしょ。本当なら窓ガラスなんて取り替えれば済むけど、こんな寒い中で話すのもなんだし。
She says all of this like it's a normal thing. Her skills are just beyond my comprehension. That's amazing, Tosaka. I can't do anything like that, so I appreciate you fixing it.
できないってそんなことないでしょ。ガラスの扱いなんて初歩の初歩だもの。たった数分前に割れたガラスの修復なんてどこの学派でも入門試験みたいなものでしょ。
Is it now? I only know what my old man taught me, so I don't really know what you would consider the basics.
は？
Tosaka stops abruptly. Crap. Sounds like I said something I shouldn't have.
ちょっと待って。じゃあ何？エミヤ君は自分の工房の管理もできない半人前ってこと？
Was ist ein Workshop? I don't have a workshop. Well, actually, I have the shed I use for training, but I think calling that a workshop would just make Tosaka angrier.
まさかとは思うけど確認しとく。もしかしてあなた5大要素の扱いとかパスの作り方も知らない？
I just nod. Wow, that is terrifying. Beautiful as she is, she gets intense when she goes quiet.
何？じゃああなた素人？
Not exactly, no. I can at least do some strengthening magecraft.
強化ってまたなんとも半端なのを使うのね。ねえ、それ以外はからっきしってわけ？
Schon mal ein kleiner Hint. Das, was er beherrscht, geht über reines Strengthening weit hinaus. Tosaka just stares at me. Honestly, probably not. Her stare is so intense, I can't help but be vague in my answer.
なんだってこんなやつにセイバーが呼び出されるのよ。
She sighs, disappointed. I don't much care for that. It's not like I've been playing around here. Sure, I'm not a full-fledged mage, but that's not the issue here.
まあいいわ。もう決まったことに不平をこぼしても始まらない。そんなことより今は借りを返さないと。
Tosaka takes a breath.
それじゃあ話を始めるけど、エミヤ君、自分がどんな立場にあるのか分かってないでしょ。
I nod.
やっぱり。まあ一目で分かったけど、一応確認しとかないとね。知ってる相手に説明するなんて心の贅肉だし。
That was a really weird way to put that. But I feel like if I get smart with her, she will smack me.
率直に言うと、エミヤ君はマスターに選ばれたの。どちらかの手に精魂があるでしょ。手の甲とか腕とか、個人差はあるけど、3つの霊樹が刻まれているはず。それがマスターとしての証よ。
Back of my hand. Oh, you mean this?
そう。それはサーバントを律する呪文でもあるから大切にね。霊樹って言うんだけど、それがある限りはサーバントを従えていられるわ。
What do you mean, as long as I have them?
霊樹は絶対命令権なの。サーバントには自由意志があるって気づいていると思うけど、それをねじ曲げて絶対に言いつけを守らせる呪文がその刻印。発動に呪文は必要なくて、あなたが霊樹を使用するって思えば発動するから。ただし1回使うたびに1つずつ減っていくから、使うのなら2回だけにとどめなさい。で、その霊樹がなくなったらエミヤ君は殺されるだろうから、せいぜい注意して。
I'm going to die?
そうよ。マスターが他のマスターを倒すのが聖杯戦争の基本だから。そうして他の6人を倒したマスターには望みを叶える聖杯が与えられるの。
What? Hold on a second. I don't understand what the hell Tosaka is saying. Masters defeating masters, and then they are granted the Holy Grail. And is the Holy Grail the Holy Grail?
まだわからない？ 要するにね、あなたはあるゲームに巻き込まれたのよ。聖杯戦争っていう7人のマスターの生存競争。他のマスターを一人残らず倒すまで終わらない魔術師同士の殺し合いに。
Wo ihr das so sagt, fällt mir gerade ein. Wieso gibt es immer noch kein Fighting-Game? Also wirklich sowas wie Soul Calibur oder sowas. Oder Blast Blue mit im Feld-Universum. Mit den ganzen Feld-Charakteren bzw. Servants. Wohl eher hauptsächlich, das wäre so geil. Tosaka talks about this like it's the most normal thing in the world. Everything she says swirls around in my head. I was chosen as a master. Tosaka claims to be a master. Familiars called servants. And the Holy Grail War. A battle to the death between 7 mages. Okay, wait, what the hell are you talking about?
気持ちはわかるけど、私は事実を口にするだけよ。それにあなただって心の底では理解してるんじゃない？一度ならず二度までもサーバントに殺されかけて、自分はもう逃げられない立場なんだって。
That true. That Lancer guy did nearly kill me.
あ、違うわね。殺されかけたんじゃなくて殺されたんだっけ。よく生き返ったわね、エミヤ君。
Tosaka's comment is the final nail in the coffin. She's absolutely right. That guy killed me. I died. There was no chance for me to talk him out of it, nor convince him otherwise, and he was only there to die. That's why my backing out of this campaign, the death match, doesn't mean the others will do the same.
納得した？ならもう少しだけ話をしてあげる。
Hat er gecheckt, dass sie ihn gerettet hat? Weil woher sollte sie diese Information haben?
ただ何十年に一度7人のマスターが選ばれ、マスターにはそれぞれサーバントが与えられるってことだけは確かよ。私もマスターに選ばれた一人だからサーバントと契約したし、あなただってセーバーと契約した。サーバントは聖杯戦争を勝ち残るために聖杯が与えた使い魔と考えなさい。で、マスターである私たちは自分のサーバントと協力して他のマスターを始末していくわけね。
Tosaka explains things matter-of-factly, but it feels totally unreal to me. But one thing she mentioned raises a question. Wait, you say Saber is familiar, but I don't think she is. Familiars are usually cats or birds. Sure, there are some folks who use ghosts, but Saber has a physical body. Plus, she doesn't look like a familiar to me. I glance over at Saber. She has been quiet the whole time. Saber looks completely human to me. I don't know who she is, but she looks to be a girl about the same age as me.
使い魔ね。まあ、サーバントはその分類ではあるけど、位置づけは段違いよ。何しろそこにいる彼女はね、使い魔としては最強とされるゴーストライナーなんだから。
A ghost liner? So does that mean she really is a ghost? The spirit of a human, someone who died long ago. The residual thoughts of a person of exceptional ability who remains in this world even after their death. Also ich sag mal so, Saber ist ein bisschen eine Ausnahme von dieser Regel. But that doesn't make sense. Ghosts don't possess a physical body. Ghosts can only hurt other ghosts. So how could I, who possesses a body, to be killed by a spirit?
幽霊。似たようなものだけど、そんなもんと一緒にしたらセイバーに殺されるわよ。サーバントは受肉した過去の英雄、精霊に近い人間以上の存在なんだから。
Incarnated heroes of the past?
そうよ。過去だろうが現代だろうが、とにかく死亡した伝説上の英雄をこう引っ張ってきてね、実体化させるのよ。まあ、呼び出すまでがマスターの役割で、後の実体化は聖杯がしてくれるんだけどね。魂を形にするなんてのは一介の魔術師には不可能だもの。ここは強力なアーティファクトの力におんぶしてもらうってわけ。
Wait a minute, are you saying that a hero from the past is... What? I look at Saber. So, she is a hero of the past too? Well, sure, nobody in the modern era would dress like her, but still. But that's impossible, I've never heard of magecraft like that.
当然よ。これは魔術じゃないもの。あくまで聖杯による現象と考えなさい。そうでなければ、魂を再現して固定化するなんてできるはずがない。
A recreation of a soul. Does that mean these servants are different than phantoms?
違うわ。人間であれ動物であれ機械であれ、偉大な功績を残すと輪廻の輪から外されて、一段階上に昇華するって話聞いたことない？英霊っていうのはそういう連中よ。要するに崇め立て祀られて疑似的な神様になった者たちなんでしょうね。
Das stimmt.
高霊術とか口寄せとかそういう一般的な霊を扱う魔術は彼らの力の一部を借り受けて奇跡を起こすでしょ。けどこのサーバントっていうのは英霊本体を直接連れてきて使い魔にする。だから基本的には霊体としてそばにいるけど、必要とあれば実体化させて戦わせられるってわけ。
So they can switch between spirit form and being corporeal? I don't see your servant right now. So does that mean he is in spirit form right now?
いえ、あいつはうちの召喚人で傷を癒している最中よ。さっきセイバーにやられたでしょ。あれだってあと少し強制撤去が遅かったら一撃で消滅してたわ。いい？サーバントを倒せるのは同じ霊体であるサーバントだけ。そりゃ相手が実体化していればこっちの攻撃も当たるから、うまくすれば倒せるかもしれない。けどサーバントはみんな怪物じみてるでしょ。だから怪物の相手は怪物に任せて、マスターは後方支援をするっていうのがセオリーね。
Toseka's explanation ticks me off. I don't know what the other servants are like, but calling servants monsters doesn't feel like a fair description of Saber.
とにかくマスターになった人間は召喚したサーバントを使って他のマスターを倒さなければならない。そのあたりは理解できた？
In theory, yeah, but I'm still not convinced. First of all, what kind of sickened mind thought to do this in the first place?
それは私が知るべきことでもないし、答えてあげることでもない。そのあたりはいずれちゃんと聖杯戦争を監督しているやつに聞きなさい。私が教えてあげられるのはね、あなたはもう戦うしかなくて、サーバントは強力な使い魔だからうまく使えってことだけよ。
As Toseka says that, she turns to Saber.
さて、レミヤ君から話を聞いた限りじゃ、あなたは不完全な状態みたいね、セイバー。マスターとしての心得がない魔術師見習いに呼び出されたんだから。
ええ、あなたの言う通り、私は万全ではありません。シローには私を実体化させる魔力がないため、霊体に戻ることも魔力の回復も難しいでしょう。
驚いたわ。そこまでひどかったこともだけど、あなたが正直に話してくれるなんて思わなかった。どうやって弱みを聞き出そうかなって程度だったのに。
敵に弱点を見抜かれるのは不本意ですが、あなたの目は欺けそうにない。こちらの手札を隠しても意味はないでしょう。それならばあなたに知ってもらうことで、シローにより深く現状を理解してもらった方がいい。
正解。風格も十分と。もうますます惜しい。私がセイバーのマスターだったらこんな戦い勝ったも同然だったのに。
Toseka, are you saying I'm not fit to be her master?
当然でしょ。
Wow, anyone with a heart might have softened that blow a bit.
何？まだなんか質問があるの？
But she doesn't realize how hurtful her words are. My image of her as a perfect understood at school slowly crumbles. He says Shirou was right about her. She is fiendlessly relentless.
さて、 話がまとまったところでそろそろ行きましょうか。
Tosaka announces this curtly, but it's kinda weird. What? Go? Where?
だからあなたが巻き込まれたこのゲーム、聖杯戦争をよく知っているやつに会いに行くの。エミヤ君、聖杯戦争の理由について知りたいんでしょ？
Yeah, of course, but where are we going? It's already late and it's too far.
大丈夫、隣町だから急げば夜明けまでには帰ってこれるわ。それに明日は日曜なんだから別に夜更かししてもいいじゃない。
That's not the issue here. So much has happened today and I'm utterly exhausted. I just want to rest and organize my thoughts.
何？行かないの？もうエミヤ君がそう言うんならいいけど、セイバーは？
For some reason, Tosaka's asking for Saber's opinion. Wait, Saber's got nothing to do with this. Don't push her.
もうマスターとしての自覚はあるんだ。私がセイバーと話すのは嫌？
That's not it. It's just that if everything you said about this whole thing is true, then that would mean Saber's a hero from the past. That means she wouldn't know anything about the modern era. That's why...
シロ、それは違う。サーバントは人間の世であるのなら、あらゆる時代に適応します。ですからこの時代のこともよく知っている。
You are? Really?
もちろん。この時代に呼び出されたのも一度ではありませんから。
What? Seriously?
どんな確率よそれ？
Oh hey, Tosaka's surprised too. That must mean that what Saber said is at least somewhat unusual.
シロ、私は彼女に賛成です。あなたはマスターとして知識がなさすぎる。あなたと契約したサーバントとしてシロには強くなってもらわなければ困ります。
Saber silently stares at me. The look on her face tells me she's saying this for my sake, not for her own safety. Fine, I guess I have to go, don't I? So, where is this place, Tosaka? We can still get back here from there, right?
もちろん。行き先は隣町の琴峰教会。そこがこの戦いを監督しているエセ神父の居所よ。
The one who oversees this will battle this. Tosaka flashes a mischievous grin. It's the look of someone who is enjoying teasing me since I have no clue what's going on. At least that's what I think. I'm starting to believe Tosaka has a really nasty side. Hey. Langsam checkst du. We walk through town at night. It's 1 in the morning and there's nobody out at this hour. The houses are dark and the sleepy town is cast only in the streetlight's pale glow. Hey Tosaka, are you planning on walking into the next town?
そうよ。だって電車もバスも終わってるでしょ。いいんじゃない？たまには夜の散歩っていうのも。
Okay, but I just want to make sure. Do you know how long that walk will take?
歩いてだと1時間ぐらいかしらね。まあ、遅くなったら帰りはタクシーでも拾えばいいでしょ。
I don't have that kind of money and my point is more about whether it's safe for a girl to walk around at this hour. You know it has been dangerous recently. I don't want to be responsible if something happens to you.
安心しなさい。相手がどんなやつだろうとちょっかいなんて出してこないわ。エミヤ君は忘れてるみたいだけど、そこにいるセイバーはとんでもなくお強いんだから。
Oh, now that she mentions it. If anyone picks a fight with Saber, they're dead for sure.
リン、シロは今何を言いたかったのでしょう。私には理解できなかったのですが。
Sexismus.
いや、大した勘違いっぷりっていうか、大間抜けっていうか。なんでも私たちが痴漢に襲われたらエミヤ君が助けてくれるんだって。
Also ganz falsch ist das nicht.
シロは私のマスターだ。それでは立場が逆ではないですか。
そういうの考えてないんじゃない？魔術師とかサーバントとかどうでもいいって感じ。あいつの頭の中一度見てみたくなったわね。
Tosaka and Saber seem to be on a good in good enough terms to chat now. Saber's been quiet ever since I stopped her from leaving the house as she was. She flatly refused to take off her armor, so I made her wear a raincoat, and she has been quiet ever since. Now she's just following me, and only speaks to Tosaka. We need to go to the bridge, right? Shortcut. I feel a little awkward walking right beside her, so I walked a little faster and took the side path. We enter a park along the riverside. All we need to do is cross the bridge to reach Shinto. Maybe it's the park at night. Tosaka, as she stands there staring up at the bridge, looks prettier than when I see her at school. This isn't good. Let's just go. We didn't come here to goof off. I remind Tosaka to hurry and start climbing the stairs. Once we reach the road at the side of the bridge, it's just a straight shot to Shinto. There's nobody on the bridge. Not surprising, since this bridge isn't exactly busy even during the day. People tend to take the bus or train to get to the next town, so the pedestrian bridge doesn't see much use. It is a pretty good distance, and the bridge itself seems a little unsteady, so people might worry it could collapse at any time. Probably why this isn't a very popular spot for dates, even though the location and ambience are perfect. What is in your head, Shirou? Stop thinking about such stupid crap. Saber follows silently, while Rin walks beside me. I hurry across the bridge as fast as I can, and try not to think too much about the two girls with me. Scheint ja gut zu funktionieren, Junge. Once we cross the bridge, Tosaka leads us to the suburbs. The office buildings near the station only come to mind when I think of Shinto, where there's a traditional townscape on the outskirts. The suburbs are especially prominent in that sense. There are gentle slopes and a hill that overlooks the ocean. The further up the hill you go, the fewer buildings there are, and there's even a foreigner cemetery built along the hillside. Nope, never. Though I do know it's used to be an orphanage. I look up and see a shadow that must be a building on top of the hill. Dort! A church atop a hill. I never imagined a circumstance like this would bring me to God's house. Ich würde sagen, an dem Punkt beende ich jetzt aber hier diese Folge. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao!